It is said in the old days that one day the flock of sheep came out of its place and headed to a farm, and the cattle began devouring the crops and messing with the ground. In the morning, when the farm owner woke up and went to his farm, he saw the sheep grazing there and had spoiled all the crops, and they were filling the place with their bleating. The man got angry and went to the owner of the sheep and accused him of grazing his cattle on the farm, and that the sheep spoiled all the crops, and a big quarrel broke out between the two men. The owner of the sheep said, "Let us go to the prophet David and talk to him." On the way, they had a conversation and a quarrel. The owner of the farm said, "You have to protect your sheep and do not let them graze as you like and spoil the cultivation of the land." The owner of the sheep replied, "And you have to protect the farm and take care of it." The farm owner said, "I keep it and take care of it only during the day, but at night there is no one to graze this cattle at night." At the moment, they reached the prophet David. The prophet was sitting, as usual, to judge between people. When it was the turn of the farm owner, he came to our prophet David, peace be upon him, and presented him with the case. The prophet David listened to the details of the story and issued the Sharia ruling in this case. Our prophet David, peace be upon him, said, "The owner of the sheep has to hand over his sheep to the owner of the farm because they have caused damage to the crops." Here, Allah Almighty wanted to show the merit of Sulaiman bin Daud, peace be upon them both, and to let people know that he was the guardian of the Prophet. He stroked with a new judgment in his heart. And here Solomon said, "There is a rule that is gentler, O Prophet of Allah." David said, "What is the rule?" Solomon said, "The owner of the farm delivers the sheep for a whole year, and he benefits from their wool and milk, and take what he gives birth from. The owner of the sheep had to hand over the farm to repair the crops that his sheep had spoiled." The Prophet of Allah, David, rejoiced at the ruling of Solomon and realized that Allah, glory be to him, only wanted to show his grace to people and make them know that he was the guardian of Caliph after him. David implemented the rule of Solomon, so David, peace be upon him, ruled with justice, and Solomon ruled with peace, and peace is a blessing. This is what Allah Almighty referred to His holy book. And remember when David and Solomon passed judgment regarding the crops ruined at night by someone's sheep, and we were witnesses to their judgment. We guided young Solomon to be a fairer settlement and granted each of the wisdom and knowledge. We subjected the mountains as well as the birds to him, our praises, along with David. It is we who did it all.